lovers, I hope that you're doing so well today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Molly and I'm so happy that you're here. For today's video, I have a collective Goodwill outlet book haul. So something a little different, but still connects to my thrifting and book roots. So let's just get into it. So I got a couple of these books just yesterday and then a few of them a couple weeks ago, and some of them I have listed on my Pango books because if you've ever been to the Goodwill outlet, you know that that's usually one of the last stops that stuff makes before getting sent off to the incinerator or to be thrown away. So I try to save as many books as I can. Some of them are for me, and then as I said, for Pango books. If there's any that you like here, they're on my Pango and they're listed for pretty cheap, just like $2 to $3, maybe a couple for $4. So if you are interested, I'll have my Pango link down below. I also do have a coupon code for you guys at Pango, so I'll have that on the screen and also down below. So let's just get into it. So the first book I have is The Vacationers by Emma Straub. I actually have this on my personal TBR right now and it just sounds really cute, so I grabbed that one. Then I actually grabbed something out of my comfort zone, which is a Harley Quinn novel, and this is Leslie Kelly's Blazing Midsummer Nights. I have The Bible Salesman by Clyde Edgerton, which I've actually heard of before. I've heard pretty good things about this book, and look at the cute cat. I have Sweet Magnolias Stealing Home, and this is a Netflix series. This is by Cheryl Woods, and I've seen a few people read this too, and it's like a typical romance. Next up is Real Men Knit by Kwana Jackson. I just thought this was such a fun cover with all like the yarn and stuff. I have How to Find Love in a Bookshop by Veronica Henry. So cute. A House in the Sky by Amanda Lindhout and Sarah Corbett, which I think this is, like, from what I can tell, a real like story. It is about Amanda Lindhout and it just goes from there, like kind of like her life story, so it's technically nonfiction. This one I found yesterday, which is pretty exciting. It's a little beat up, but it is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I also have this on my physical TBR, but I saw it there and I was like, you're gonna be thrown away, so I was like, I need to grab it. This one I've actually read. It's called Grace After Henry by Ethan Shortall, and this is set in is it Scotland or Ireland? I think it's Ireland. It made me kind of mad. It was honestly one of those books where I was just like, why is this happening? But it's Grace dealing with the loss of her husband Henry, and he gets into this terrible accident, and this is not like a spoiler, it literally says it on the back here, but he gets in this accident. He would ride his bike to and from work, and then he got hit by a car and he died. So she's dealing with the loss of him, and she finds out that she's pregnant, and she starts seeing Henry everywhere, and she's like, am I going crazy or am I actually seeing Henry? And there's this plot twist at the end which I was not expecting. So it's not like a thriller or anything, it's just kind of like dealing with your grief and how it can really offset your mind and really twirl your world around. So I recommend it if you've either dealt with grieving yourself or you kind of want like a twisted romance. It is a good book though. This one is called The Perfect Girlfriend by Karen Hamilton, which I think sounds so freaky. It's a thriller and I almost want to keep this for myself, but I was like, I cannot. These are some that I am keeping for myself though. This is Elin Hilderbrand's Summer of '69, which I've seen, actually just saw at the library the other day, and I've heard about this one. I'm actually surprised I don't own this book already because I feel like it's something that I would read. And then this one is called The Assassin's Guide to Love and Treason, which I swear I've seen this book somewhere, but it's just missing the dust cover, so I'm gonna keep this one myself. I thought I owned it already because I have a few books that are like etiquette and espionage kind of vibe, but I don't have that. Then I have this book called The Party by Robin Harding. Yeah, and this one is a thriller, so looking forward to that. And the moment I saw this, I knew it was my sign to read this book. I have seen it countless times at the thrift store, at little free libraries, and I've just never grabbed it, and everyone tells me I need to read it, which is The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. Is that how you say it? Hosseini. I've just heard so many good things about this book. I just feel like I need to read it. So I got that. Some more that I have listed on my Pango shop is Nicholas Sparks' The Guardian, which I've also heard of. It's so cute. Jojo Moyes' The Giver of Stars. Fruit of the Drunken Tree by Ingrid Rojas Contreras, which is like a family based book. This one I have on my physical TBR, and it's Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I've heard so many good things about the movie and the book itself. I have a Jennifer Weiner book, Mrs. Everything, and this one's just missing the dust cover. But I actually just saw this at like the regular thrift store too, and I have a few of her books on my TBR already, so I was like, I probably don't need another one. And these are some more for myself, which is Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly. And again, this is another one of those books I have seen everywhere and I just have never picked up, and a few of my friends have read it and they've told me how good it is, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. And then this one is by Tammy Hogue, and it's called Deeper Than the Dead, which is like a mystery thriller, a classic with the author on the back. I love that. This is so like James Patterson like vibes for me, but my grandma actually really likes books like this, so I feel like if I don't get to it, I'm just gonna give it to her. But those are all the books I got at the Goodwill outlet. If you're curious how it goes, at least at the Goodwill outlet in Minnesota, they basically, you go up there and you don't weigh it by the pound, you actually just take the books, set them on the counter, and they measure it, and then based on the measurement is what they charge you. So it's not that expensive, and I went a couple weeks ago and I got like 15 books. A couple of them I'm keeping, and then a couple of them I showed you I'm gonna sell on Pango. Again, if you're interested, those are down below, and it's just fun showing you guys what I found because I think it's so fun to thrift your books, and the thrill of going to the Goodwill outlet for them is that much more. Like, you just never know what you're gonna find because it's really disorganized. It's literally just thrown into a bin and you never know. Like, you can see some of them have rips and tears just because they were just thrown into the bin. But I'm just so excited that I was able to save a few books from ending up in an incinerator or in the dump, and hopefully I'll get to them soon. I have so many books to read. I literally have too many, it feels like. If you want to carry along with my journey, please consider subscribing, liking this video, and comment down below if you like to thrift your books because I think it's something fun to talk about. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Until then, shine bright. Bye!